on. Let's just... Is that better? That looks a little better. Here, I'm going to turn this up slightly. There we go. Let's see if that's good. Alright, I hope so. If not, fuck it. That's what I'm saying today. Hello and welcome. Turn that over. Today we are working on Dragon Scale pre-orders. I have all of the stuff for the green dragons ready to go. It's all cut and matched. I just need to mark and pin and then sew it on up. I already have the scale patterns for... Hello, welcome! Hi! It's a pleasure to see you here today. I already have the scale patterns ready to go for the fire and water dragons, but you know, start on the green so I can get some of it done because it feels good. Hello, welcome, Grendel's Mater. And welcome to Emily and Rin and everybody else who's here. There's a lot of people here. Hello. There's a lot of people here. More than I'm expecting, which was nice. Because I am aware that a lot of other people are streaming right now. And isn't it like Critical Role night? I'll probably lose everybody at like 9. It's cool. I'm going to continue making things. Because I made stuff that I was not good at making today. And I need a little bit of a self-confidence boost. I gotta say, I got the doublet finished. If you saw, I was making a doublet today. Started last night. It went very poorly. So today I went over to my best friend Leia's house, and she's good with making cosplay items, especially things from patterns and stuff like that. I am not. That is not my strong point. I make things from my head and from memory of technique that I've learned and stuff like that. I do not generally use patterns, and in the past when I try to use patterns, even just the sound of the pattern unfolding sets my teeth on edge, so it's, you know. Are you going for more zippers? Probably not, but you know, if I sell a bunch of stuff, then maybe, yeah. It's Critical Role night, and Wormwood is streaming right now too. I like you better. Well, thank you, Emily. I like you too. Oh, Wormwood is streaming. A bunch of my friends are streaming too. I'm kind of surprised there's anybody in here at all. So thank you. Thank you all for joining me. I do appreciate you. So nice to have someone to talk to as I make. Otherwise, I'm just talking to myself, and I think technically that makes me crazy. I don't know. I haven't checked recently. Whoop, nope, all the way through. Yeah, so I got most of... Thanks to Leia, who I horrified many times as we were making this. I got the doublet almost finished. I just need to add eyes for the laces. You'll be back. Your Wi-Fi is having issues. That's perfectly fine. Thank you so much for trying at least to come hang out. I do appreciate it. Darning a hole in your partner's favorite shirt while watching. That's awesome. All the best people are hearts. Yes. Yeah, the doublet I actually made for my husband because we're going to Ren Fair, and I finally got him a costume because I've been piecemealing essentially a Fae Queen costume. Let's be honest, for the past year or so. Like, I'm slowly getting it together. But for him, he doesn't like do cosplay very much or anything like that, so everybody was dressing up, and he's like, well, I want to dress up too. So I got him a couple things made by somebody else, and we made him a doublet today. And I'm never making another piece of apparel ever. Ever. Ever, ever. At least not from a pattern. I will make my own shit up if I need to sew something that I can't find in a store or custom order. More likely than not, I will think of a thing and get it custom made by Leia, because she's good at that. That's her kind of sewing, and my kind of sewing is this. Everyone has their own style. Alrighty. This one. The trash bag right here. Use it. At one point, Leia said, well, let's just break a rule right now. And I'm like, well, yes, I like breaking rules, thank you. I will take that rule breaking. Gimme, what rule are we breaking? How can I break it? Let's do that. This, I'm glad I just double checked, is backwards. Do. Face everything the right way, and then you'll be a lot happier as you're sewing. Holy cannoli cat, what are you doing? She's hunting. She is hunting a Nerf dart, and it's very vocal about it. Alrighty. I'm actually thinking that I might even be able to get this done between tonight and tomorrow. I don't think I'll get all of the green dragon stuff done tonight, but I'll probably be able to get it done tomorrow and get started on the orange. Or fire, which would be good. If I could be fully into dragon scale ness for next week, I will be golden. All right, next we've got this one. My cat just knocked all the stuffed Fraggles off my bookshelf to make more room for his fluffy butt. Sounds such like a cat. Not the only chaos kitten. That's good. That one's too dull. Let's go for another one. No need to use dull pins. We don't need that. We've got a billion pins, and pins are cheap. Fabric is more expensive, and when you use dull pins, you're ruining your fabric. That's it. Let's go ahead and actually, just for the sake of argument, okay, fine, I'll put it on this side. Gosh. Hey, buddy. Alright. Let's get Fred into this situation. Oh my gosh. Cats are great, yes. I use a Beanie Baby Turtle for my pin cushion. That's a great idea. And if I had one, I'd use that. Ooh, maybe I can start using stuffed animals. Oh, thank you for the bits. Thank you. This way, that way. Thank you for the bits. Ooh, and you shared rewards. Now you got a druid staff. That's super cool. Thank you so much. All right, everybody say hello, Fred. Let's get back into it. Need to go into lurk mode. Food time. You eat your food. I hope it's delicious too. I hope your food is everything you are hoping for in a meal. I was slightly aggressive, I'm sorry. not really sorry. I'm aggressively approving of your eating. Got so much to do. I made my list for the dragon scale items, and there's so much. But it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to make a variety of stuff for all of them, which is fantabulous because it keeps me from getting burnt out on one type of item, which is good. Because I'll tend to do like a bunch of trays or a bunch of bags or whatever all at once. And then by the time you're like, I don't want to look at another thing shaped like this. Just because you're like, I've been doing this same thing over and over and over again. Once again, as I said before, kind of makes you feel psychotic. I can't imagine like people who work in factories doing literally the same process every day, and that's all they do, and that's their job. Like, I feel so bad for those people who do that. I couldn't do it. Could not. I don't care how much you're paying me. I would go crazy. By the way, all of your rolls last night on your vintage anatomy tray were awesome. Perfect! I love hearing that. Just wait, next game they're gonna suck. It's part of the chaos magic. You gotta kind of like draw them in, be like, oh yeah, that rolls really well, and then you're like, bam, natural one. Or maybe you have to attune to it or something. Hello, hello, Dragon Gem. Welcome. So glad to see you here. Hey. You needed a voice in your house because you're doing frustrating HTML? I heart your face too, Ren. You're so wonderful. Thank you both for dropping in. We're making green dragon scale stuff today. It's super exciting. I've already started the first seam for a large bag, both inside and outside. And now I'm working on a D4 bag, which I might actually go ahead and just finish so I can be like, hey, I got the thing done. Because it feels really good to do that. I made a thing, and I did it well, and I did it quickly. I took all day today struggling with the doublet. Leia said at one point, she was like, you know, after I said some certain things on like how we have to do stuff, or how we're supposed to do stuff, I could see the quit on your face. It was a very, very rough day for me. But yeah. So it was a frustrating day. So I kind of need like a good win, you know? So that's why I'm doing this. I feel like I need to be productive somehow. Yeah, take that win. Think you need a new Wi-Fi router? That sucks. I had to do that recently. Turns out that wasn't necessarily all the problem. Like, there were more problems than just that. But it really helped. Take that win. Yeah. I'm taking this win. It's gonna be great. I mean, okay, so let's be honest. Leia helped me get through my first actual, like, garment from a pattern. And I most definitely would not have been able to do it without her. Fuck it, I'm doing the first sew on all of these because that'll make me feel as accomplished. It's an Apple branded one. Oh, that's your problem. You make most of your clothes and have to agree. Patterns are things of nightmares if they aren't how you first learn to make stuff. Yeah, well, okay, so my grandmother was a seamstress and she owned her own quilt shop. My mom used to make her own clothes. She actually made her own prom dress and her own wedding dress. The plan actually was that I was going to make my wedding dress with the help of my mom and my grandma, but neither one of them were there to help me, so I didn't. But that's not the point. The point is they both tried to teach me how to sew both from patterns and from just make it up as you go along, or, you know, examples or whatever like that. But I just never... Patterns and me just don't mix. It was just never something that I did well. I always got really frustrated, like, towards the beginning and never got past that first initial, like, actually cutting out the fabric. Never got to that point. Before I was like, I can't fucking do this. I'm done. I'm done. Bought more fabric the other day. No idea what I'll use it for. That's a mood. Although most of the fabric that I buy, I'm like, ooh, I know exactly what this is gonna be. Or it's that fabric that I don't know what this is gonna be, but I absolutely have to have it. And I'll make it into something someday. I have a stash of, it's jersey knit R2D2s, in every color of the rainbow. Like, so it's like overall it's a large rainbow pattern, but each R2D2 is a solid color. So I've got that, and it's sitting in my drawer, and I've got about 2 yards of it, so I can make like an entire outfit right now. And in fact, I also at the time bought a pattern because I'm so good with patterns and I want to be good with, I really want to be good with patterns, I'm just not. I bought a pattern for leggings, and I was going to make some leggings. Never ended up making the leggings. I started to, I pulled out the pattern, started trying to find the pieces, said fuck this, I'm done. And that's as far as the leggings went. I also have the pattern for a shirt, or well, it's several shirts, but like one general design. It's really cute shirt design. Never gonna fucking make it. The hard truths that we have to come to grips with sometimes. You've got 2 full totes full of fabric. I know that feeling. I have, oh, okay, so most of my fabric is stashed within 2 large drawers. But I do have fabric in various boxes stashed around everywhere in bags. I have a problem, okay? It's not enough time to sew. That's my problem. All the projects I want to do and not enough time to make them. You should someday send the very interesting prints to me. I will take your interesting prints. I normally use quilting fabrics. But you know, sewing is magic to you. Then again, so is coding. Boring magic, but coding is still magic. I feel that. All the computer things are magic to me. Always have such good intention. See, you know, like, hey, this would make a great blank. And then you're like, oh, but time. Something like 2 cubic meters of fabric if you don't count the dresser of trims. I don't even know. There's so much fabric in this house. It's funny because my husband and I were talking about, like, well, if someone breaks into the house, like, the heck are they gonna steal? And we're like, well, my fabric's fine, because you can't sell that on the black market. Not really. I'm gonna skip right past all the dice trays and stuff and go straight for the tools. I'm okay with that. Heck, you can't even sell a sewing machine on the black market. You gotta sell that thing for like 10 bucks. Not worth it. So did Green Dragon sell the most? No, they sold the least. Blue Water Dragon sold the most. That's why I'm starting on the Green Dragon, because then I can get like all of the Green Dragons and then they're done. And then all of the Orange Dragons, which is the next amount, and then they're done. Because each of these, the green and the earth and fire dragons, I'm pretty sure I could knock each of them out in about a day worth of work. Like one working day, I should say. Obviously, this is not a full working day. It's a partial working day. You get the idea. It's going to take someone tomorrow, too. But I should have all the green dragon stuff done and ready to ship out by tomorrow afternoon. As long as something crazy doesn't happen between now and then. And then the fire dragon stuff I should be able to have done by Tuesday. And then water dragon, crossing my fingers, done by Friday of next week and everything shipped out. So the end of next week, everything's gone. Yeah. But Fred is famous. He'd bring at least $15. Oh God. Oh, that hurts so bad. Oh, that hurts so bad. Fred was really expensive. Oh. I don't like thinking about that. That one hurt. Now, if someone who knows fabric and sewing and stuff, or knows a guy, you know a guy, right? If you know a guy, then you know you could probably get a good amount for him. But for the most part, unless you know someone who sews, Fred's not worth much. Like a dragon showing up at your door wondering what you're doing? I'm a little confused. That type of unforeseen happening. I suppose. Oh, yeah. No, I mean, like, if something happens in my personal life and I, for whatever reason, can't sew, I don't foresee anything like that happening, but that's why they're called unforeseen events. So that makes sense. You don't fight with your bobbin like I do. Oh, honey. I fight with Fred. I fight with Machine all the time. I swear, I've never gotten into more fights with a coworker than I have with Fred. Tray and the insert. Those are ready to stuff. We'll do that later. Or really, they're ready to mark again and then stuff. We'll do that later. And this one is going to be a travel case. I need to get the strap ready. So that's next. Scoot over, Fred. Let's go ahead and get these straps done. Alright, scoot back over, Fred. Let's see your pretty face. There you go. Such a handsome Fred. You're so handsome. How'd you get to be so handsome? Oh, right, that's me. I gotta admit, these loops are as long as I decide to make them as I'm making them. So if you have a travel case, your loop might not be the same length as everybody else's. And I'm sorry. It's just whatever cut that I have that's wide enough at the time, that's whatever length you get. Unless it's obscene, and then I'll cut it down a bit. And back. Yeah. My best friend gets mad every time I look at sewing machines in thrift stores and yard sales. Why? Psh. You can sew if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. Because your friends don't sew, and if they don't sew, well, they're no friends of mine. That little ditty is courtesy of an 80s band who I can't think of the name at this moment. You are welcome. I'll think of it as soon as I'm done streaming, unless somebody says it in chat. And then I'll be like, yeah, it's those guys with the names and the faces that I totally remembered. I know those guys. They're great. Come here. Damn it. Just be straight. Okay. Because you tend to buy everyone I find under $20. Okay. I can see why, maybe. Men Without Hands, Devo. I don't know. One of the two. Safety Dance. Yes. Safety Dance. That's definitely the song. Oh, that's so pretty looking. The gold thread was a good idea. Wait, take them home, tune them up, and give them to people who ask me to teach them how to sew. That's a great use. See? That's a great use of sewing machine, though. You can't be mad at that. You cannot be mad at that. That is a good, awesome. Or rather, people you get annoyed with for pestering me to make her fix all their things who get a few repairs than lessons in a machine. That's, you know what? That's a great way to do it. Grandel Master. Whip It could be a sewing song. That's true. This is very, very true. Teach a man to sew, he can repair his own split jean butts. I agree. Oh god, that's a mood. It's a mood and a half, my friend. Tried to teach my daughter how to sew. She's too impatient with it.
No, not quite there. Over here. There we go.
I'm liking this song already. No. I'm gonna skip forward a little bit there. Sometimes you just bunch and sometimes you don't. I don't understand you sometimes, Fred. Still looks good. I will say one thing to my hand sewing credit, even though I hate hand sewing, and I will do anything I can to avoid it. I have a pair of pants here that's sitting and waiting for some hand sewing to fix a hole. But anyways, one thing to my credit, I will say, is once I hand sew something to mend it, it's never fucking coming undone again. The area around it, like if the hole or whatever rips further around where I fixed it, then that's one thing. But the part that I sew itself never comes undone. I have stuff that I hand patched in high school and I still have. Just because I will go over it like 4 or 5 times. Use like half a bobbin of thread. Fix a ripped pair of socks or something. But I want it to never have to be fixed again. That's the point, right? It's like you repair it once and then that's it. You never have to repair it again. That's what I want. Last one done, and then we can continue with assembly. So I'm wondering, did anybody in chat actually get one of these green dragon items? Am I making this for you? Let me know. I like to know that people are getting to see their stuff be made. It's pretty cool. I mean, I'm sure it's pretty cool on your end, but it's pretty cool on my end too, to know that whoever is ultimately going to get it is seeing it being made. I don't know how cool it is for you, but it's pretty cool on my end. Let's see. Frustrated sewist swear, darn it. No. There was a lot of the F-bomb today. There was a lot of the F-bomb today. A lot. Oh, man. It's bad. I have a potty mouth. You treated yourself with the witchy fabric pre-order. Hey, there's nothing wrong with doing the witchy fabric thing because it's beautiful. Besides, obviously, the chaos magic is working for you. Put you down right there. And let's take this first one. Oh, so pretty. Okay, we're going to cut this little bit. This way. Ah, yes. The gold thread was the perfect decision for this. Oh. Ooh, I might have to make myself one. Because this is pretty. I love green so much. It makes me kind of sad that more people don't buy green items from me. Because I want to make more green items. And I tend to end up picking a lot of green fabrics. Or fabrics with green in them at the very least, and nobody ever buys the stuff that I make with green items. Makes me very sad. Or I shouldn't say nobody. There are certain people who are like, that's green, mine. But for the most part, they don't sell as well as like other colors like blue or orange or red, yellow even, sometimes. Makes my heart sad because green is such a pretty color and there's so much possible what's it called, like variants in greens. Like this bag in particular had a lot of green variants in the scale pattern, so I ended up going with different greens for the zipper and the liner to kind of help bring that so everything else is every part is a different green, you know. If I tried to go matchy-matchy, I'd ultimately end up failing on that, but trying to keep the variants in different greens, and you'll see with the blues, the blue ones, I've done essentially the same thing. Purple, yeah, purple's always a good one, sells really well, but I want to make more green things. That's my rant for today. I want to make more green things. Oh no. I'm getting very, very dangerously close to being out of tags. Which is probably not necessarily a bad thing. Because it means I've been making a lot of stuff. But, I also have a shipment of more tags coming. So, yay! I thought ahead this time. I restocked on like everything this week. My PayPal account is very upset with me. But I have all the stuff to make everything I could want to make for the next, like, at least a month. At least a month. Hopefully. Certainly hope it lasts at least a month. Yay. Restock on all the things. I was a smart cookie this week. I'm actually like, I have to just, once again, I have to say I'm really proud of myself for doing that. Because I usually end up going to make a thing and being like, oh, out of this. Can't do any more of that, I guess. But like, I thought ahead, which is crazy. Like, why would you do that? But I did it. I'm getting better at this, I swear. The song is so happy. I like it. What am I doing? I'm just gonna trim that. Hold on. Silly me. Oh, that was dangerously close. It's fine. That was not dangerously close. Ooh, that was so close. That was really close. Really, really, really close. It's fine. Come on. Go in. This way. I feel like I'm getting ready for jazzercise. Oh, you can't even see what I'm doing. All out of frame. Hello, hello, Steph. Welcome. We are making dragon scale stuff today. We are all over the place. Ollie over. Yep, that's me. Really good at talking and stuff. Let's move right over a little bit. this one done. That's what we're doing. We're just gonna get this done, and then I could be like, hey, one thing is done. And we're like super close to it being done too. Got one more seam, a couple cuts, and then just to turn this sucker inside out. Let me just clippy clip over here. Alrighty. One thing down. Yeah! Let's see. Oh, hold on. I think I missed something. Hold, please. I gotta go back up and chat a little bit. This does have a Jazzercise vibe. Yes, that was the last song. Oh, hi, Steph. Steph is one of the reasons you're crying over HTML. Oh no. There are only 5 stat pools. Ooh, now I want to know what you're doing. That's good. You would help if you knew more. You're so nice. Have a question. Do you know if hanging bags will a bottle of water fit in it? It depends on how big the water is. I think your normal, like, 16 ounce, like, Deer Park or whatever, probably not. To be fair, probably not. You could try it. You could try it, but the circumference is only roughly about 8 inches or so. If you stick a round object into it. It'll only be about 8-ish inches around, just a little under. So I guess measure a bottle? I'm not sure. I don't think so. But it could. I could be wrong. Yeah. Steph is in a game I am running soon. Roll20 does not have character sheets for this game, so I have to make them. You know they fit in the travel case? They might then. They might. It's possible. I don't want to guarantee it, but you can tell me if you get one, if it's possible. I think you got a hanging bag. I have one up there for you. Or no, I have a travel case. I don't think I have a hanging bag. I don't know. It's marked. It's marked. Whatever it is, it's marked. So here, the first product for for the green dragon scale bags is a travel case. All sorts of different greens, and then on the inside, more green beautifulness. I absolutely am in love with this bag. I think I made a good decision with the gold thread. Thank you, Leia, for helping me. That's one item down. Perfect. Ah! Just immediately falls on the floor. Yep. That's how we do it here. So, Ren, I know which one you're really gonna like. Let's just so you can see. Yeah. Yeah. It took all of your self-restraint not to buy dragon scale bags for your party. Well, your restraint will be tested again because I will have more dragon scale stuff coming as pre-made items. Because what are the holidays if you can't give gifts of dragons? And, you know, I hate to say it. I hate being that person. But the holiday season is coming up very soon. So I actually went ahead and bought almost double what I needed. I didn't want to make any guarantees because some of the, this is slightly off. I have to pull that in slightly. Okay. I'm glad I looked at this because look at that. It's just a little off there. Gonna have to redo that. But just by a little bit. What was I saying? Yeah, so, I hate to say it, but the holiday season is coming. And, what is, you know, Yuletide, or whatever holiday you particularly celebrate, if you can't give your friends a gift of dragons. So we're working on that. But I didn't want to put any, like, special guarantees or time limits or anything like that because I'm not 100% sure how fast I'm going to get all of this done. And I've been getting requests for bulk orders from a lot of different places. I'll just say that. It's been from a lot of different places. So I'm not sure. I got a lot of balls in the air. Got a lot of balls in the air. What? Oh, jeez. One friend and I are just doing Christmas Eve books. That's pretty cool. Random fictional prediction in 2022. Aras will figure out a water bottle cozy design. Really that long? 3 years? I mean, I did the hanging bags literally on stream as I went. I feel like that's a little... You're being a little too safe. A little too conservative in that prediction. Actually, the night that y'all were talking about doing coin purses, I made a coin purse. Privately for myself because I wanted to see the fictional. You did say fictional. Because I wanted to see how the process would look from the idea that I got while we were on stream. Didn't quite work out the way I wanted it to. Probably not going to do that again. And you rolled a d4 for timing. So I can't say that I'll be doing coin purses. But, you know, I've already started looking at them. The problem is making them handmade but quality, and not coming up with a whole, like, thing. I try to keep it simple, stupid. You know, don't go too overboard on designing or dreaming up whatever it is. Because generally the most simple answer is probably the good one. Don't forget to kiss. So yeah. Working on coin purses. Definitely not there yet. We'll see. you know, Ren, I actually just made a bag for LARP for one of my Patreon, one of my patrons, because they are going to a LARP, and they said that their character in the LARP is referred to as the thing that bites in the dark, or the thing that something like that. What is it? The one who goes bump in the night, or something like that. They are generally regarded as a witch. So I sent them a special bag that I made with, and you would love this, the tea-stained occult fabric, and then I did a black drawstring, and I actually put it so that there were 2 exits. I need to just send you pictures. Not that which slumbers, no. Something like that. She who goes bump in the night, or she who something like something foreboding. Not that which slumbers. But yeah, so I made them a tea-stained occult bag, and I actually made it a top, the drawstring on coming out the top, similar to how Michael Gray from Grayed Out and Danny Yogani make theirs, their dice bags. Similar style. I ended up using black ribbon and putting these little skull beads, for lack of a better word. They're like little skull beads. And I threaded those onto the ribbon, and I'm so freaking excited for her to get this. I really hope she loves it. That would have been super coincidental. Oh my gosh. Hold on, please. Getting so encapsulated that I almost just made this without a tag. Oopsies. This is why we pay attention to what we're doing, Aras. Why am I putting this here? I've got a trash bag right there. I specifically keep it in the way there so that I use it. And I don't use it. You don't have any grayed out for yourself, but you like that house fabric, so you got one for the giveaway. You're an only Aras dice bag house. Oh, I love you, darling. I have a grayed out bag, and I have a Danny Yogani bag. I use them for the example, because I don't actually plan on selling that type of bag, because, you know, that's their style. I like my side loaders, or side strings, rather than the one coming out the top. But, I do enjoy their bags too. Someone actually sent me one of Danny Yogani's bags, which was absolutely wonderful, because I almost bought the bag myself, and I said on Twitter, I was like, someone please buy this so I don't, because it was so pretty. It was like teal. It's a reversible bag. It's teal on one side, suede on the other. So gorgeous. And I was like, I need this bag. I know I could make something like it, but she made it, and I love it, and it's so good. And someone ended up buying it and sending it to me. absolutely beautiful. Let's see. Actually, you accidentally lied. How dare. You have a Danny bag that was given to me, but it holds my weird Star Wars dice, so it barely counts. Oh. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. Oh, gosh. See, the way I see it is that we're all really good at what we do in our own like, our own style. We all have our own style. And I really like how, even though we make similar things, like, you can tell if you lined all of our bags up, you could tell who's whose. Even if we use the same fabric, you could still tell who's whose. And that's not even like counting tags, just because everything's made so differently. Genesis dice are a trip. I can't say I know at all what you're talking about. If you want to link to a picture, I allow links in chat. But I don't know what you're talking about with Genesis dice. I haven't played that game. Oops. Oh. Oh my. That's, yeah. Those are some weird dice. They're like reading chicken bones, which makes for some great storytelling. I could see that. I could totally see that. Last one. Well, I mean, it's not the last one, but this is the last seam of this bag, so it's kind of like the last one. We're almost done with this bag. Look at that. I'm almost done with my second bag of the night. Just handing over these big old wins for me. All right, one more trim. Almost cut my finger off. That would have been bad. Let's not do that. Managed to go the whole day. Cut my finger off while I'm making something that I know how to make. Could probably make this shit with my eyes closed. Alrighty. Turn it inside out. Friend gifted me the base system and you've been considering using it for an idea you have in a homebrew world. It's pretty cool. Kind of wish you had used it for your homebrew game. But you used 5e and it was a bunch of friends who wanted to learn how to play it. That makes sense. You could always run the game again using it. That's one thing I like about games, especially homebrew ones, is that you can, you know, use them more than once, really. Because even if you take the same, like, different groups through the exact same adventure, they're going to finish it differently. Just because the variance that player agency gives. I've run through the same module a couple times, and it's been completely different outcomes. Sorry, Aras, Steph and I took over your chat with chatting. No, that's fine. Chat all you want. That's what that's for. It's for you to chat. I'm just gonna continue reading, because that's what I do. My job here is to read what you're saying and sew things. I sew things and I know things. Steph and I have chat boxes on like 3 different services. That's wonderful. I wish anybody wanted to talk to me that much. Oh, how'd I get purple there? It's probably from earlier.
I was making notes in my notebook, and I probably put purple pen on the thing.
That should have been alliteration. I wish I knew. You know things because you are favorites. I messaged you just the other day. Oh, yes. No, I know. But nobody ever talks to me on three different platforms at once. I'm just being ornery. Don't worry about me. I'm fine. I'll be okay. Do 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 do. There. But you did drop it because you were lot prepping. Hey, that's perfectly okay. I'm really bad with continuing conversations too. That's probably why people don't message me. It's because I inevitably stopped talking. Whew. Did y'all see that? I almost went flying that way. LARP prep I hear is hard, possibly. This is technically number 3. Twitter, I respond to your Patreon posts and I am here. Okay, fine. Ren loves me enough. But nobody else. Oh, I kid. Actually, today I had quite an issue trying to keep up with all the messages going through my phone because everybody's doing campaign prep planning and stuff like that, and so I got that. I got my bag people having our chats, side chats and stuff. Let me love you, don't fall in love, except do. I am delightful. Oh, I love you. That must be the new chair, so you don't breathe squeak. No, this is not the new chair. Well, this is a newer chair. I got it for that side because it's really good for cutting and stuff like that. But I switched it over here because while I'm more likely to fall out of it, it is less noisy and it's actually more comfortable. So we're using it. Yes, I'm much more likely to fall out of this chair. It's fine though. It just adds a bit of entertainment that wasn't already in the show. And, you know. If America's Funniest Home Videos taught me anything, it's people really like the shtick where someone tries to sit down and falls. Hear not breathe. That honestly is how one could know I want to keep in touch with them. I asked them to play in a game because then I'm definitely going to keep in touch. Yay! That makes me happy because you asked me to play in a game. It makes me want to run games because that's how I can have an excuse to talk to people all the time. Be like, hey, what are you thinking? It gives me something to talk about with people I want to talk to more. Oh, look at that. I'm going to have the perfect amount of tags. Yes. Excuse me. I apologize if you heard that. Games do require more chatting. Agreed. When they're not work, you're doing light prep or game prep, writing Patreon updates, blog stuff about the LARPing, or sometimes blissfully sitting on the couch with my animals doing nothing. What is that? I don't know what that is. Doing this nothing thing. It must be hard work because I've never been able to do it. Or you write physical letters. I've been getting more into writing physically recently. I'm not very good at writing letters in particular. By the way, Ren, the pen that you gave me has... So I wasn't 100% sure about flex nib pens. And then I started using my AHAB. And I tell you what, I freaking love the way that it writes. Because it makes my handwriting so pretty. Let's see. Wait, hold on, what? Do it. No, not running games. Sorry. Get the super duper crew back together. I would love to. I would absolutely love to. I miss all of those lovely people. Well, not Dot. I don't get a chance to miss her. Well, kind of. I mean... Anyways. I love them all. And I want to spend more time with all of them. All the time. We're gonna lay flat, are we? Are we? We are. We are. We're gonna lay flat. Make it flat. Okay. It's gonna be fine. This will be flat. number 3. Just about done. Almost done. Let's see. You just picked out an orange one, so that was luck. Well, it was good luck. You had very good luck. Make it blue. Make it flat. I like green. As you can tell by my shirt and the room around me, I quite enjoy the color green. Why are things falling? I don't understand. Oh, life is so hard. Guess this is called the chaos corner. Got things falling out of the thing and all sorts of shit happening over here. I wish you could see the room around me. Actually, no, I'm glad you can't see the room around me. I'm framed very specifically. Okay. You've been purpled! Are we the Sleeping Beauty fairy tales right now? Yes. Make it orange. Make it blue. What? Make it purple. Make it rainbow! All the colors. All the colors. Just no pink. Do not want pink. Ah! I gotta move this up a little bit. Start it all the way down here. Let's try this. Should be good. Now, yeah. None of that now. Let's turn you inside out, buddy. See how beautiful you look. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. Okay, there we go. There we go. So pretty. All the greens. Yes. Oh man. I'm missing so much. No, you've been purpled, found magic. Orange and purple can go together. Totally. Always blue. I like blue. Admire how uncluttered the visible quadrant of your sewing space is. My sewing room is nowhere near as tidy. But Aras, I thought you loved pink. It's so pretty. Oh gosh. You subbed to a channel today for that emote? That's super cool. And you love. She calls her viewers bacon bits. Who is this? I like them already. Okay. Let's move on to this large bag. Oh my gosh, I might even be able to get like most of this done tonight. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. Y'all. Oh my gosh. We're not even gonna say it. Because if we say it and then we don't do it, then we'll be disappointed. But if we don't say it and we do it, then we'll be surprised and happily surprised. See, this is why my life is a mess. I called my wedding party the Knights of Ren. Yes. Her name is FLS Colors. Nope, spelled that wrong. That's okay. Well, I like it. Whoever they are has really good style. Bacon's fantastic. Not allowed to eat bacon. At least not a lot of bacon. Which makes it even more sweet. Cool. I will have to check them out. Because anybody who calls their followers bacon bits, you know, already has points in my book. Fine. Just do 2 to 6. Happy? Actually, it's 2 and 4 and a half. Gotta remember how I did these. Every time I make something that I haven't made in like a week, or less even sometimes, I'm like, how do I do this? Because I don't have any patterns or anything. She's a variety streamer, plays a lot of different games. That's cool. And then I need to clip this a little bit. Go. Lives in Canada, eh? Pick which way you want. You want to go this way? You can go this way, but you have to like commit to it. You can't just be going off wishy-washy all over the place. Especially because I'm going to spread you out here. Weren't expecting that. Were you fabric, huh? I'm talking to fabric now. I think it's been a little bit too long of a day, huh? What do we think? Probably. It's fine. Definitely not crazy. Shit. Did I fucking do what I thought I did? Okay, here. This is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna do this. Because that way I know it'll be fine. Once again, I'm like the Antichrist for sewing. If you are a by-the-book sewist, you probably should not watch this. Because I will set your teeth on edge. I will make you regret ever watching me sew. Alright, come here, Fred. Hello, Fred. I need to make a Fred emote. That's what I should do. Victory! The darn shirt is done! Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Great job. I'm so proud of you. You did it. We got the things done. Here I am taking credit for your work. Moment. And then, yeah. Just a moment. Let me cut this. Gosh, my industrial cutter's just the best. It's just the best thing I've ever bought. Yay, I made the last bit much more entertaining and less brain-meltingly dull. That's, you know what, that's an even bigger win in my book. I will gladly take that. So there we go. That's my contribution to your darn shirt. I don't know why I'm cutting these. Nobody's gonna see them. Okay. Stop nitpicking. Start sewing. So what? This bag! Got mad mom jokes, okay? Get your puns here. Get your puns here. Good puns, bad puns, puns of all sizes. Okay. Now, guess I'm gonna pin it. You did sign up for punishment. Well, this is punishment with a capital P. One could call it capital punishment. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, boy, no, I'm not. I'm not sorry at all. Can't make me sorry. Psh. All good jokes involve puns. They make the punchlines possible. Agreed. Agreed, my friend. Agreed. Lay flat. Flat, I say flat. Now, flat. There we go. I pin you. You will stay flat. Okay. Are we ready? Not quite. there's that. Okay, next is where it starts getting more difficult. This is where I start hating life. I need another line here. I need a line. Can I get a line between my lines? Okay, we're gonna put a line right here. When you don't have enough lines on your machine, make one. Puns are the best though. They really are. I mean, even if they make you roll your eyes, you still kind of giggle at them. And don't even try to hide it. Don't even try to lie. I see y'all when I make those terrible jokes. I see y'all giggling. I mean, they're bad jokes, but you still giggle just a little. I live for eye rolls and snorts. Like, if I tell a joke and someone's like, oh god, then I've made a good joke. That's so corny. I wouldn't even put it in my salsa. First of all, don't make salsa with corn. It's just a bad idea. Second of all, I got nothing. Corny things are made to be dipped in salsa. That's how you chip in. Yes. Alrighty. Bag number, what is that, 4? That's bag number 4. Almost done. Not quite. Very close though. I'm gonna go ahead and take this opportunity. It is freaking cold in here. I just realized I'm freezing. Put my hand on my leg. You just snorted loud enough to scare the pup. I'm sorry. It's really cold in here. Oh. How did it get so cold? Sorry, pup, but yay. There's black. Look, I got so many zippers. Oh my gosh. Yeah, from now on I'm buying zippers in bulk because it just makes more sense than paying $3 a zipper. Oh, $3 a zipper is killer. We're gonna, whoa, good deck save. Y'all almost missed it. Y'all almost went for a ride though. Here I am trying to stay warm, grabbing a shawl, and then I start knocking shit over. Does this mean the bag will be done in a zip? No, it won't be done in a zip. Just gotta tie some loose ends. I wouldn't want to string you along, though. It's about to get naughty up in here. How far can I push this? The world may never know. Man, the puns are strong in this chat. I have to say that. Puns are very, very strong here. Now, we'll need a tag, but I think I'm going to wait and do that later. No, I'm not. What am I talking about? Because I'm going to start in on this tray right now, and the next thing it needs is markings and a tag. So I'm going to need to do that before I can go any further. Anyways, I should probably start heating up my iron soon. That would make far too much sense. Do you want to punt us? No, never. You're my favorite pundits. I am slightly worried I'm going to run out of black cording before I'm done with this, but I might just switch to white. Because I've got an entire, I don't know if you can see that, that right there, that white thing, is a roll of cord. It's like 1,000, how much is it? 1,000 feet. This is all cording. It's 1,000 feet of cording. It weighs probably a good 5 pounds almost. Okay, so this one's almost done. It just needs the label right here, and then I'm gonna put the cord lock in it and tie that off at the end. But I'm going to actually sew up, or at least start, I'm going to put all of my stuff together. I'm going to put all of my iron stuff together because, duh, work smarter, not harder. That goes up there. We'll put all this here. I need this to start heating up. And then let's start in on, oh. Okay. Let's start by stuffing this. it's supposed to be really tight, which is a good thing, but also a bad thing when I'm stuffing it, because I'm always afraid I'm gonna go right through. Keep going. Whew. That's a tight fit. Such cordial discussion. You're so good. So funny. So funny. Alright, let's do this. Oh, I need one more. Wait, do I? Is there another? Is there a solo one on here? There is! Yes! Beautiful. That was close. I almost fell off my chair just now. Again, I really need this new chair. Puns help keep everyone in stitches. You leave me in stitches. Wrinkles are pressing business. Oh boy. We're getting really punny over here. Alright, come here, Fred. We're gonna put you around 3.5? 3.5, I think. insert is done. Okay, next we're gonna do what, dragon scale inside or dragon scale outside? I can't remember what we keep doing. Let's do dragon scale outside, I think. Inside? Sorry, I'm looking for my mark. Aha, it was hiding. Are they not reversible? Not really. Actually, wait, this one's a critical clips, isn't it? It is. This one's critical clips. It doesn't even matter. Duh. Okay. So, in that case, you're right. This one is reversible. My trays aren't necessarily reversible. They're not meant to be, really. They're meant to go one way. With the outside of the outside is going to be the one with the side with the label on it. The critical clips trays are much more reversible. They're easier. They're meant to be reversible. But the ones with the snaps on them, I mean, the snaps only snap one way. So unless you fold the tabs inside, which will get in the way of rolling, you can't really reverse them. I mean, I guess technically you can. I've seen people do it. Not really meant to be used that way, but I mean, it's your tray, you use it however you want. Not like the way that goes. I want an Aras Clips dice tray so bad. Sent the store link to people, about 6 people as a subtle hint. Well, I seriously hope that somebody takes the hint for you. I hate when that happens. When you're like, no, seriously, this is what... No, this is what I want. Please just get me what I want. Okay, there we go. So that's basically done. And this one. Alrighty, last thing. Let's get on it, Fred, huh? You ready? We are going. One of them, I got into an argument about it. Their response was, can't you just make something like this yourself? You are missing the point entirely. You know what? Yes. Oh my gosh. Like, someone actually asked me that when I mentioned before that I had I'd seen the Danny Yogani dice bag on, like, she posted it on Twitter, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want this. And yes, I technically can make that thing, the exact same thing with the exact same materials myself. But that's not the point. I don't want to have to make it, first of all. Second of all, she made it. Why don't I just pay her the money for the thing that I want because she already made it? Just because I can doesn't mean I want to. And it's also about supporting people who are making stuff. Like, I get you there. Sometimes they're special not because of how they're made, because of who made it. Oh, that's totally true too. That's one of the things, like when I started streaming my making, some people were like, well, aren't you afraid people are going to take your designs? I'm like, well, first of all, my designs are they're not that complicated. They're really not. You do not have to be a master sewist to make the things that I'm making on a daily basis. You don't. The thing is that I've done all this work to figure out what works best in making this thing. And I've earned a good reputation on making things well, which is not something that everybody can do just because they have a pattern for it. Case in point, I have a pattern, I can't make a fucking thing. It has nothing to do with how good I am, it's just the fact that I'm not good at this part. Everybody's good at different things, and, you know, but yeah, it's not like, yes, technically someone could come and make all of these designs and sell them probably undercutting me or whatever. But people are buying these things because I'm making them. And they know that when I made it, it's going to be good. Because that's what I do. So yeah, technically, you could make this. But it just wouldn't be the same. Like I said, everybody has their own style and way of making something theirs. I think that's pretty cool. So yeah, I totally get it. Yeah, my sister tried to talk me into patenting my design for dice trays, and I'm like, technically I don't think I can. In fact, I was messaged by another person who makes dice trays that are similar to this, because someone was trying to patent a, quote, fabric dice tray with plastic snaps at the corners. Essentially the same exact design as mine, only it's all fabric with plastic snaps. And they were trying to patent it. And they actually had to reach out to somebody else who was making this, saying, I need you to stop making this because I'm putting a patent on it. And the guy messaged me and he was like, hey, how long have you been making this? Because they tried to say that they were making it longer. But in reality, they started the patent process over a year after I had been selling these. So because I was selling them, they couldn't make a patent on them because I can prove that I've been making them and selling them for over a year. Try to patent it. Can't. We're investigating a crime in the 80s right now. That's what we're doing. This is a very Kids on Bikes song. Alrighty. So, I'm done. I'm done. I've finished all of the Green Dragon stuff. Yay! Woo woo. We're going nuts. Okay. So, this is going with critical clips. Therefore, I'm not going to do anything else to it. It's done. It's technically done with the making process. However, I'm going to go grab some critical clips so we can see what this baby looks like all together. Alright, so I guess tomorrow we're going to start on the fire dragon. Maybe we'll get most of the way, if not all the way through that tomorrow. I think I'll do a marathon because I don't have anything actually planned for the day. So I'm just going to marathon sewing, see if I can get through this. So here we go. That is the Green Dragon Scale Deluxe Dice Tray. Oh, no, that's regular dice tray. Now it's Deluxe. There we go. No dragons were harmed in the making of this line. However, a seamstress may have been poked. There we go. And then you can always flip it over. And if you did want it to be reversible, well, it's your freaking lucky day. Because we can do that here. This is what we do. It's custom. It's fancy. It's useful and portable and sturdy and there we go. Put a little dragon in your life. So there we go. And you know what? Just gonna finish this off real quick, just so we can say we're completely done. This one. Come here, you slippery bugger. Okay. Just so we can say we've completely finished. I tell you what, cutting things out prior to actually assembling and everything like that, good freaking job. It made all this so much faster. I did a lot of prep work here. Let's be honest. I did a lot of prep work. But because I did a lot of prep work, I was able to get through all of this stuff in about 2 hours. Spent about 2.5 hours. I was able to get all this done. Oop. Starting to click stuff, not trying to click stuff. There we go. So we got all this done in about 2 hours today. Now this did not include measuring and cutting or anything like that. This was just the finish work, really, like assembly and finish. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go ahead and cut it there because I did a lot of awesome work today. So I'm going to start getting things. Oh, I never turned off my iron. Can't leave that iron on. Anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and cut string here because I've got a couple things I need to pack up and get ready to ship. Also going to get pictures of everything. And tomorrow, just double check. Tomorrow, let me bring up my calendar. Tomorrow, I do not have anything planned. So, this is the plan for tomorrow. I'm going to probably start a little bit early in my studio. I'm going to hope to try to get here around 9. We'll see. Depends on how tired I am. Try to get up here about 9 or so. We'll stream basically all day. During that time, I'm going to go ahead and get as much of the fire dragon stuff done as possible. Really, that's it. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and let's raid Mini Terrain Domain and throw some Chaos Bean and some Terra Muffin Love at V, who is currently playing who's currently playing Dungeons & Dragons. Thank you so much for hanging out. I will catch you tomorrow morning, or probably about sometime between 9 and 10 at a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here. We will be making Fire Dragon stuff, and yeah, we will see you soon. Bye.
Yeah, you'll have to go into the manage character sheet. Thank you, Aras Sivad, for hosting the channel. Also, I think earlier, Fellowship of the Table was hosting, and I saw Luke from the DM's Lair at the top of the stream jumped in. And I think Juice was in here. If he's not still here, I think Juice was here.